All right, welcome to the CCTV studios. I'm Maurice Wilkey for not only Cambridge Community Television, but NeighborMedia as well. And I am joined today on this nice sunny Thursday with two people that have a dance occasion coming up I want to share with you. So MarKersin is to my left and Marianne is to my right. And they're going to actually share a little bit about themselves, share a little bit about the Racines Black Dance Festival that's coming up in October. That's correct?
Yes.
So I will definitely try to ask as many questions. If I don't necessarily fill in all those blanks, please help me out if you can. So I'm going to go ladies first. So Marianne, can you actually kind of just share a little bit with the audience your background in terms of dance or movement or youth and dance in general? What is your journey? What is your story?
I started dancing when I was very young, but got serious as a teenager. It suddenly took over my life, so I would say it was like a calling. And I have been dancing and teaching for almost 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah. My interest in black dance, I would say, started when I started dancing with an African dance company here, which was the Art of Black Dance and Music.
I know
directed by Diama Battle.
Yes, I know her very quite well. Yes, tell Diama I said hello. Yes.
And I was so excited back then because I started to see the connections. I was already taking ballet and jazz and everything I could get my hands on, and I started to see the connections between the African dance and some of the jazz stuff that I had learned, and I found it really exciting. So to go on about myself, I've taught children, adults. I'm currently teaching at Boston Conservatory at Berkeley.
Whoa.
And it's been a long and wonderful journey.
Wow.
Full of blessings.
Thank you so much, Marianne, for sharing that. I have so many more questions to actually bounce off of that. I'm going to turn it over to MarKersin. Why don't you, thanks for joining us as well. Share us a little bit about your background.
Thanks for having me.
So I only know you kind of like from the dance world that I see you in. I'm sure there's probably more of an additional story with that.
I do see you a lot in the dance world. In terms of me, I grew up without, being able to afford. I'm a first generation Haitian American. My parents came up here. I was raised down in Haiti. Came up with literally no money. It was tough. My parents didn't know about governmental benefits, so they didn't get any. So everything was just on every dime we could find, so we can afford dance classes. I grew up in kind of funny neighborhoods, but one thing that kept a lot of us kids together in the neighborhood was hip hop. And hip hop was our language. It's how we moved, it's how we talked. Kept us some trouble sometimes got us in trouble,
Okay.
So I just lived the hip hop culture and dancing, battling, all of that stuff.
Okay.
And I got connected to a dance company in Cambridge, which was Anna Meyer's dance company, and it was my first go at a professional dance company, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. We're touring and doing all this stuff, and I was like, I never thought hip hop would get me this far. You know that line.
I know, I was just thinking to myself, did you really just say that?
I did. And after that, I realized that there are a lot more kids like me from how I grew up, and it was from there I decided that I would do anything in my power to, make sure that kids don't grow up the same way I did, having to struggle, having to dance in my bathroom mirror to practice my moves, and give them a space to be free and not out there in the streets and whatnot.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty impressive history there from both of you. Going back to you, so what was it about, you kind of touched upon, what was it about the art that drew you to dance after working with, other people like Diama? What was it about, because you talked about it kind of getting involved, but what was it about, art, that particular art form of the dance? What drew you to that?
I think that it just possessed me when I was 14. All of a sudden it was music and dancing and every chance I got, and before I started taking classes again.
Wow.
So it's a language that that seemed to understand and seemed to speak to me. But what I'll say is that it's an amazing expression, exercise form, dancing with music. I'm very about dancing to and with music. And dancing to and with music, and especially drumming, but also other kinds of music. I feel like it integrates the spirit, mind, and body and brings us like to center in a way that I haven't found anywhere else. And I think that in a way that we really need in this culture, which tends to get up in our heads a lot at this stage.
Oh, interesting. Do you kind of agree? Kind of.
Oh yeah.
Similar kind of.
Yeah.
I liked about that. So the kind of, it fills in the kind of the who the two of you are. Now the reason you have come to the studios are that there's a festival, a music festival coming up, and it's called the Racines Black Festival. I always go on that. Black Dance Festival 2017. Is this the first? Actually, we briefly touched upon it. What does Racine mean? Because I mispronounced it. I actually said Racine, so don't go by me.
Well, even like the American pronunciation of it, you gotta say. But there's so much you can. It's like us bridging America with like the fact that a lot of West African countries are francophone. It's like it's a play on words a lot.
Oh, okay.
So, but Racines is what we're using.
Okay, and
And Racine means roots in
roots.
French.
Roots in French. Okay.
And what the festival is really about is exploring the ways, the many different ways. We can't do everything the first year, but many different ways that African dance has evolved or transformed itself in the Americas. Not just here in the U.S., but in the Caribbean and South America as well.
I noticed that because you have dance featured from West Africa, from Brazil, from the Americas. So, and I just happened to, this is the first of its, this is the inaugural year. What made you decide to pick Cambridge of all places? I'm glad you did, but was there a particular reason why?
Cambridge is a hub.
Okay.
I mean, if I look outside right now, you see like these streets just like start coming into Central. I mean, it's called Central Square. Dance Complex already has a reputation for being one of the hubs of dance, you know, around Boston. So it's just like a really easy central location just to make things happen. We got the support of a lot of community members to like be at the complex. They're excited to have us, so we're excited to be there as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So Marianne, could you explain or share with us a little bit about the workshops themselves at all, for people to get an idea if they've never been there before?
Right. We're going to have 3 different styles of West African dance: Senegalese, Guinean, and Malian.
Okay.
Yes. We are lucky in Boston to have a strong Malian dance community. One of the teachers who's going to be in the festival is one of only, I think, 4 Malian dance teachers in the U.S.
Wow.
So we really are very lucky to have that. We are also going to have early African American dance, Juba.
Okay.
Charleston Lindy. Social dances that from the 50s through the 80s, which are dances that led up to hip-hop, the beginning of breaking and hip-hop.
Yeah.
We're going to have breaking, locking, hip-hop, house, Afro beats and Afrofusion. And we're also going to have, back to the early stages, we're going to have Haitian folkloric dance, Brazilian Orisha dance, which is, the Orishas are from the Candomblé religion, and Puerto Rican bomba.
Wow. I mean,
so we're super excited because it's unusual to bring that many different styles together, but there's a big connection, and it's really important, I think, for people to know and understand that.
I would love to see that it's a kind of common thread or what kind of goes. I mean, obviously the drum is a integral part of all those. So I guess I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. If speaking of all those different types of dance, if you could go to one of those classes, you know, or if of something you don't know, what would be your choice or your pick right now?
That's a really hard question.
I know.
I really honestly, would take every class if I could. I don't know if I'll get a chance to take all of them or to take any of them, but if I had to choose, I'm going to say, and this could change in 5 minutes, I'm going to say I would probably take the Juba class.
Oh.
Yeah, I would probably take the Juba class because it's early enough that I'm going to really see that connection, and I haven't taken it before.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, a lot of people on our screen actually are watching right now. That's actually the festival's website. If you went to racinefestival.org, you could actually check it out, and you can actually register for this event. And I highly recommend that you do that. I mean, it's not like you can just show up. I mean, some people probably might want to do that, but I would definitely strongly encourage people to like register in advance. But first by going to racinefestival.org. Yeah, so this it just sounds like from the dance forms you've got, from Afro Puerto Rican dance to Lindy Hop. I know Lindy kind of played a little role back in you said during the kind of like Renaissance, like a lot of dancers. You see some old early footage, the black and white footage of those dancers, break dancing. I can barely put my 2 shoes on, so I'm definitely gonna probably think about trying to do at least one of those classes. You also have, from what I gather, some vendors that are having food there too. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So maybe they can get a taste of and taste and smells of the food. So food's an integral part of also the dance culture too.
Huge.
Food is an integral part of I want to say human culture, but specifically also any African rooted culture.
Yeah,
makes sense.
You know, people come together, there's gonna be food.
Yeah, like we made sure that was crucial. Before we even got all the teachers, we were like, food. Because people are gonna be hungry.
Because we also want people to actually come together, meet each other, talk, and build community. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that. So I was reading online at this website. It just happened to be a random site because I was trying to do a little research for you too. It was called Fired Up Dance, and it got me thinking about some questions to ask. Can you, Marianne, discuss the benefits of dance or movement training in the greater public discussion out there? Because we've got a lot of people talking these days. You know, sometimes they're talking at each other, not to each other. How does dance or learning dance or training dance, can that benefit you to navigate through those discussions?
Well, besides the essential element that I mentioned before, bringing of centering the human, I think that dance is very athletic.
Yeah.
So it's really good for your body, for conditioning.
Okay.
But it's different from athletics in that we dance together. And no, they work together too.
Sure.
But it's not. There are dance competitions, but it's not. The focus is not competition. The focus is working together.
Okay, and that's what this festival and this workshop will be, working together in a dance situation. I mean, for you, you spend a lot of time dancing. Does that help develop any kind of creative thinking skill? Have you gotten that through dance? If so, what can you describe what that is?
Dance has helped me a lot. I would call myself an entrepreneur. There's a lot of projects coming around Dorchester, Roxbury. I can't say, but I do work hard a lot, and dance gives me that discipline. You know, like I've done a lot of things to dance where I almost quit. I almost walked out of classes. I've been like, my body can't go on, and like just that perseverance to stick through a dance or try to get that dance move, try to get that dance class over. That helps me in real life because I'm like, wait, I survived 8 hours of doing this. This is like nothing, you know. So it helps a lot, and like dance is all about thinking of different ways to attack something, you know. Like you may see point B and you're at point A. You're like, how am I gonna get to point B? You gotta think of all the creative ways to get to point B, and has a business-oriented person or just as a person in life or just my career, it helps you be more flexible in your thinking.
Wow.
Yeah.
And to what Marianne was talking about, because this is a workshop or a festival that actually will be having you work with people as dancers, does that have you thinking differently than being in a competition per se?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I grew up doing a lot of battles and stuff. Battles are fun. It depends on the culture after the battle is said and done.
What do you mean by that? I'm interested in what you mean.
So the cool thing about hip hop is that generally in a hip hop battle, after, you know, it's all about, I'm gonna take you down, you're going down, we're all about that, all about I'm here, you're not right now. But after the battle, it's all about love and unity, you know? Like I came about my own stuff, you came about your own stuff, let's come together, let's make peace and love. And it's all, that's the culture we want to bring and show at the festival, that all our Black, our African diasporic dances are all about community, you know. While we dance, it's about community, you know. It's all about this and connection. Like it's not, our dances weren't made for staging, you know. Like we can put on a stage, we have, you know, it's beautiful on a stage, But the root core of our dance is in a circle. It's in community. It's dancing with each other and vibing. We just want to show people that that's like the real culture of like our dance.
Now you touched upon something about like, a lot of the diaspora, people's being featured. I mean, right now at a time where like a lot of coalitions are kind of being found or being discovered. A lot of blacks and browns are dealing with some kind of like, some pushback from the greater human society. Is there a statement that this festival is going to kind of like also share to maybe provide healing for people too?
Absolutely. We have discussed that. We feel that, and we're hoping that it will help to promote cultural understanding, help for people to feel, all people, to feel included in the group and experience the joy of dancing from the heart.
Very cool. Now, once again, this is, I'm going to get it right. I swear I'm going to get it right. The Black Dance Festival 2017.
Racines Black Dance
Racines, okay. I wasn't going to try to mess it up again, so. But that's happening October 21st and 22nd.
Yes.
And the time's going to be at 11?
All day, both days.
Both days.
Yes.
Can I
Absolutely.
mention also that many of the teaching artists that we are bringing, we have a combination of local and some people that we're bringing in from other cities.
Oh, please do.
They are going to do a performance, and the performance, that will be Saturday night, October 21st at 8 p.m.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Cambridge Ringe and Latin School, Fitzgerald Auditorium, which is a beautiful auditorium.
Yes, been there.
And you can get the information for that online as well.
So in addition to the festival, there's going to be this main performance from people coming outside to Ringe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, and not just from the outside. Some of the local teachers will be performing as well. So it's going to be a very similar performance. It's kind of like a timeline and kind of bringing everybody together. Hopefully at the end.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, I would love for you to come. So even people who don't dance may be interested in that performance.
Yeah.
So that would be later that same day. So later that Saturday.
Yep.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Just a few more kind of questions. Once again, for people who don't know, the Cambridge Dance Complex is at 536 Mass Ave, which is right down the street in Central Square. And if you need more information, you can always go to dancecomplex.org, and they have this with us. It's also listed on their website as well. Okay. How could other people get in touch with either of you? Do you have like a social media and/or contact information that people can reach you at?
We have a Facebook page. If you look up Racines, which is RACINES, and then just festival, you should find us on Facebook. The website, we have our links on there so that you can message us. We're really quick with messaging. Our team is very cohesive. I would say, you would say that, Marianne? Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, very cohesive team. And our phones are literally linked to our emails, to the email for the festival. So anytime you send us an email, we all get it, we all see it, we all decide who's responding, and then we respond right then and there. It's very quick, it's very fast. So just hit us up whenever.
Can I tell you, I love the visuals that are used on the Facebook page. I was just looking at some of the dancing. I mean, you have some of the...
Oh, the website?
Yes, the photo itself. Like, some of the break dance moves, the Soul Train moves. I bet Soul Train was definitely an integral part of my Saturdays. Saturday afternoons, just right after the cartoons and right before like the creature movies. I definitely had that wedge of some dance and some expression from Soul Train. The tap dance, the Afro Puerto Rican dance form. I mean, shouts out to our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters dealing with the ravages of Irma and Maria. I know that there are a lot of efforts right now going on to actually help the island. Hopefully that gets done sooner than later, as well as Lindy. And you've got different people listed on the site from Khalid. Any persons that are here that you want to give a shout out to that are actually doing some of these workshops? I know that Carla Lean's going to be part of it.
Carla Lean, yeah.
She's a good friend of mine. But I love this, and I'm looking forward to checking this all out. And I just love the fact that you guys are not only doing it in Cambridge, but I appreciate that because that's my stomping ground. But I get a chance to just show that there's expression, and we need it year round.
Yeah.
And for you, any personal kind of contact information or social media information people can follow you at? Is there?
Yeah, well, we have the info at Racine.
Oh, the info at Racine? All right.
And that is the best way to contact us because that way we can all be aware of what is happening.
Okay. Okay. All right. Any last words? Anything you wanted to kind of contribute that I didn't actually get a chance to ask you about, to talk about? I always give people an opportunity to do that.
I don't know.
Well, I think I just want to say that the time is right for this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speak on that,
I
please.
think that, as I said earlier, this has been an interest my whole life. And, you know, dance has taken me in many different directions. But I knew the time was right about 1.5 years ago when I was approached by 2 dancers, Crystal and Priska Ai, who wanted to do this festival. And then, practically the next day, I was approached by MarKersin separately, who wanted to do the same festival. And I said, you know, I'm very much interested. I believe that these are signs. And I thought, you know what, I got very excited about it. And I felt like this is the right time. And back to what you were saying about the controversial times that we're living in, I think it's a very appropriate time. Some of the people on Facebook have responded with, oh my God, this is my dream.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. You know, wonderful, wonderful response.
And this is the first of its kind in this region at all? I mean,
Well,
I haven't
so far as we know.
Right?
Yeah, as far as we know.
So far as we know.
Well, it sounds
Just
like...
because it's so all-inclusive.
Yes. I mean, usually you'll have just one focus. Usually you'll have just, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. To specialize is nice, but sometimes you'll have just all hip-hop, just all classic, you know, American folk dance, or just, indigenous dance from different, you know, Caribbean spaces, or just, you know, African dance, or just Brazilian dance. The fact that you're making this like an entire, you know, just... welcoming body of dancers is something.
And it's all about connections. I think that's really important right now. It's important anytime. It's really important right now in our world.
Now, do a lot of these people know each other? Or are they meeting each other for the first time?
Some will be.
Yeah.
And many know each other already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of them will be.
Well, congratulations to both of you for making this actually happening.
Thank you
and
for having us.
I hope you both will actually have, you know, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 20th anniversary, and you maybe can stop by CCTV and just like, you know, shout us out, let us know when it's going to happen. I love the fact that you're doing it, you know, period. So please keep if there's anything that we can actually contribute and help with, we will love to, you know, film it, video it, if that is something that you want to do, or just tell more of our friends about it in the CCTV community. So once again, thank you, Marianne, for your time. Thank you, MarKersin, for your time. Once again, Racines Black Dance Festival 2017. Did I get it right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. It took me like 20 times, but I think I finally got it right. Once again, it's happening October 21st, 22nd, and there's also a special performance at Cambridge Regional Latin on the 21st in the evening. So go to racinefestival.org to find out how you can register, to find out what's going on, to find out who's performing, to find out all the different festivals. You'll probably see me there with my 2 left feet, trying to do my best. But I'm going to have fun regardless, because I know it's going to be something that's going to be worthwhile. And I'm definitely going to meet some new people on the dance floor. Thank you both. All right. So this has been Maurice Wilkey for Cambridge Community Television and NeighborMedia. And you can definitely follow us on NeighborMedia and me on NeighborMedia under my name. So have yourself a great day and weekend, Cambridge. And we look forward to talking about more things that are going on in and around the world. Have a good one.